What's going on, guys? This is RDstar and I'm back with another Black Ops 3 video for today. So the other day I had to give current events in front of my economics class. So basically what current events is you have to share 5 current events from the week, and then the whole class writes them down and you turn them in at the end of the semester. So unfortunately it was my turn to share, and normally what happens is that I'm a little bit late for that class because I have an overlapping class. And I get there about 10 minutes late, so normally I miss the bulk of current events. So I haven't had to share at all during the semester. But today I had to do current events. I got called on, and my current events were all on OpTic Gaming and FaZe. Now, you guys know I like YouTube and everything like that, obviously. But for current events, you know, I do it on eSports and stuff like that just because it's easy and I already have a background knowledge and it's fun to do. And I was like, if I get called on today, that's gonna be like really hard to explain to everybody what this actually is. So I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys the current events and then just kind of go over everyone's reaction to each thing. Alright, so the first one was that FaZe Clan acquired a CSGO team from G2 this past week. When I said that, the whole class was like, FaZe, what? CSGO, what is that? Is G2 a car? And It literally took 5 minutes to explain what FaZe was, how they acquired a CSGO team, what CSGO was, and what G2 was. So the way I explained it was like if there's 2 NBA teams and they traded 5 guys to another team, and they got that team. So luckily, the thing about this whole current event situation is that the teacher. And I already know he had a good background of like games, and he's interested in video games. He played a lot of Halo, and he was actually keeping the class a little bit knowledgeable about it. He was trying to explain to these guys and make it in simpler terms, just so I didn't feel so awkward for me. So luckily he knew about eSports a little bit, and you know, the rise of everything. And then I had to go on to explain that the CS:GO team that FaZe got finished in the top 3 at DreamHack Open and IEM San Jose. When I said DreamHack Open, they thought I was talking about some computer hacking software. And when I said IEM San Jose, they were really confused. Like, why would somebody be in San Jose for a gaming tournament? But I had to explain to them that these are tournaments that they have in CSGO, and that they get paid actual money for placing and winning these tournaments. And so the first one was a struggle. Then the next current event I had, like after I had everyone just riled up, I figured this one would be able to calm people down a little bit, or at least just settle their thoughts down and be able to understand at least something I was saying. And so my next current event was telling people that OpTic Gaming will be releasing a book on May 17th. Now, the way I said it to the class was that a book will be released on May 17th called OpTic Gaming, The Making of Esports Champions. Now, forget anything I said before OpTic Gaming. When I said OpTic Gaming, they were like, what is that? OpTic, huh? And literally, I was like, it's a book that's being published, and that is the title. It was really funny. It wasn't grinding my gears, but it was just, you know, I had to be patient with the class because I knew that 98% of them had no idea what esports was and stuff like that. And then the third current event that I had to try and talk about was that OpTic. This was probably the most embarrassing one. I wouldn't even say embarrassing. It was just like, oh, I knew this would be the biggest struggle. But I had to say OpTic Nadeshot will be uploading more Minecraft videos on his second channel, Nadeshot Plays. And he actually uploaded the video the night before the current events. So I threw that in there. I mean, it is current event, and someone in the back row shouted out. And I know this kid plays video games too. He's like, this isn't a current event. And the teacher's like, oh, yes it is. And it was just so funny. And so I went on to say how, and well, the thing was, they didn't know what nade shot was. And I'm like, a grenade and then like shot like you're shooting, and that's how he gets the name nade shot. And it was just really funny because people couldn't understand what kind of like language I was talking in. And I went on to say that that he was taking over the sole role of the Minecraft server for OpTic Craft, and I just kind of ended that current event. Didn't want to go into any more details. And then the last one. The last one probably took the longest to explain, and we went on to a little bit more discussion after this. But I explained that OpTic Gaming's competitive team won their Call of Duty match last night, 3-0 against Luminosity. Now, when I said that, I think everyone was a little bit confused because they actually play like competitively on video games, and I had to explain that that each how they play competitive, they play like on maps. So I was like, all right, so you play a video game, and if anyone's ever played Call of Duty before, you play a map. And I said, okay, so both those teams play a map, and whoever wins that map for the game mode, there's different game modes, will win that game. So I said they won 3-0, and someone's like, oh, so they won by a lot. And I was like, yeah, they did win by a lot, but then I went on to explain everything like that. So that was a little bit of a struggle, but I think I got most people to understand that. And then I had to talk about the COD World League. Now, I said the COD World League is just like the NBA or like the NFL or MLB, where there's a bunch of teams. I said there's 12 teams from North America, 10 teams from Europe, 8 from New Zealand, Australia, and they all compete against each other, and there's a huge tournament. And I said that there's $3 million, and people are like, whoa! ESPN is going to be a bigger factor in esports. And I said, ESPN, if anyone's ever watched ESPN, you'll probably see video games being played on ESPN in the next couple years. And I went on to explain how people do this for a living, and there's teams, managers, and all that stuff. And during the whole time, yeah, you could probably say I was a little bit embarrassed. It was kind of awkward at the start, but then towards the end, the teacher actually has a YouTube channel that he does for his class or his classes, and I knew that he knew my YouTube channel, and he's like, he's got his own. He told the class that I have my own YouTube channel, and I post myself playing video games and vlogs and stuff like that. And I happen to be wearing my OpTic Gaming sweatshirt that said RDstar 23, and I was like, he's like, you have your gamer. Someone's like, he has his gamer tag on the back, so I like show the class my gamer tag and stuff like that. And it was kind of a cool experience, I guess, because I guess I'm being a little bit of an esports advocate in a way, promoting esports, letting people know. But the vast majority of people have no idea what esports is, and it's kind of funny to see how separated it is, because either you're in esports and you know about it, or you have absolutely no idea. Luckily, I've been able to spread the word, and a lot of my friends know about it and everything like that, and everything's good. But that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. Hopefully I could explain this somewhat decent. It was just one of those days where you just had to be there. Drop a like on this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.